What up? It's your boy T-Bird from the Reaction. Today's Music Monday. About to get into some more of Diary production. What had hold on, let me do him. What had happened was, you can't see my arms, but anyway, what had happened was, as you know, I'm continuing with the keyboard-based production tools of stuff that shaped the music world as well as especially the production world as well too, though. And we are winding down to the I think we're literally on the last three of the keyboard based down to the one of the most recent ones as well too. So for this one, we're going to check out the third to last thing we are, and that is about the Alesis Fusion. Now, Alesis has been a company that's been good for a lot of been like the underrated company for a lot of production tools. You see the little man grabbing on me like, "What's up? Hey, I got you, man." Anyway, Alesis has been like a company that's produced a good amount of production tools, well, too low key. You know what I mean? Because you're Roland and Akai, well, they're Native Instruments, well, too, and Casio. I'm saying Casio. I'm saying it right. I'm not Casio one of them. Anyway, but Alesis has been like a good company that produce some like good like affordable production tools as well too. So I want to be surprised if the keyboard was just as affordable. So this is the Alesis Fusion. What had happened was, you know, I like to hear a story from Diary Production as well as his fun commentaries. So let's get it.
I'm Eric Norlander from Alesis. This is the Alesis
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna have to
Fusion synthesizer at Winter NAMM 2005 in Anaheim.
What's up?
Alright, before we go a little further, I'm gonna have to change the quality up because oh, there you go. I might have turned the quality up just a little bit because as you see, it's not always loading up. So hold on a second when I do that. Okay, I'm back. Let's keep going.
You got your boy Direct, aka Native Shades, reminding you to like and subscribe, because today we're gonna be talking about the Alesis Fusion. What had happened was, so the year is 1984. Charles Barkley enters the NBA as a fresh rookie.
And your shoe was born.
Nicknamed the round mound of rebound because of his incredible leaping ability and the fact that, you know, he's round. A company out of Japan decides to release a cartoon called Voltron with a bunch of robotic cats that join forces to form a huge robot. I don't know, what's with it with cartoons and cats? You got Voltron, you got Thundercats, you got Garfield, Heathcliff, Top Cat, Josie and the, well, you know. What's up with cartoons and cats? But also in 1984, the legendary music engineer Keith Barr decides to open up a company in Hollywood called Alesis. Now, Keith Barr was essential in a lot of pivotal creations in music. Things like the MXR effects pedals and even the ADAT machine in 1991. The ADAT machines produced sample-accurate synchronized timing. It made it possible so that you could synchronize up to 16 ADAT machines together for a total of 128 tracks. This was pivotal in the development of the home studio. 128 tracks became a norm after the ADAT machine was produced. Keith Barr was pivotal in a lot of legendary music advancements that affect us today. But at the same time, as we all know, in the early 2000s, the pendulum changed for music. Production was starting to stray away from the studio, and something Alesis kind of helped develop, the home studio, became more and more prominent because of all the DAWs that was out. So now when you wanted to produce your demo tape, you didn't really go to the big time studio. I mean, you'd show up at their door and you'd say, yeah, man, I'd like to create a demo. And they'd say, oh, okay, all right, we can do that for you. It'll be $400 an hour, and you know, hopefully by the end of the month, you'll have a demo ready. No, now the artist was going to their boy Tyrone's crib, because Tyrone has Sony Acid Pro.
Yep.
And on Acid Pro,
and you know, I was doing the DAW based production tools for a minute, so yeah.
he'll cut your demo for a pack of Lucy's and some Jolly Ranchers.
Yep.
Things were looking bad for a lot of music production companies in the early 2000s. But never fear, Uncle Moneybucks is here. Jack O'Donnell, the vice president of Stanton Magnetics. Yes, Stanton, the famous DJ, mixer, and controller.
Fun fact, my first set of turntables I got to start DJing was a Digipack stand as well too, though. It was some good, it was like direct jobs, like low budget direct drive, but still got me started a little bit.
Company, that guy decides to save the day in 2001 and purchase Alesis. Alesis was happy to join in to his In-Music Corporation company he built. And along with Alesis, around 2005, he also acquired another friendly neighborhood Akai. This guy was Uncle Moneybucks. He was buying everything.
New mark as well,
too. But the acquisition worked out pretty well. Alesis and Akai could now continue to put out the products we so enjoy. And in 2005, Alesis decided to release their, at the time, flagship keyboard workstation. And that was the Alesis Fusion. You're getting 16-bit, 44.1 kilohertz. You're getting 32 tracks with 480 PPQN resolution. You're getting 57 insert effects with 64 bus effects. You're getting an arpeggiator with 1,000 presets. You're getting 800 preset sounds and 64 drum kits. You're getting 64 megabytes of installed memory, expandable to 192 megabytes of installed memory. You're getting fully weighted wooden keys with aftertouch. And as far as the synthesis method in this unit, you're getting an FM synthesis. You're getting a virtual analog synthesis. You're getting a physical modeling synthesis and a sample playback synthesis. And it also had the elusive 8-track hard disk recording. And with a 40 gigabyte internal hard disk storage, this keyboard was phenomenal. In-Music and Alesis were not playing games. They had something to say. They were in direct competition with the Roland Phantom X keyboard and the Yamaha Motif keyboard. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fusion was here. And in 2005, when Alesis released the Fusion, nobody cared.
Damn.
Nobody gave a damn about the Fusion and all of its incredible features.
Wow, it was too late.
The Roland Phantom, the Yamaha Motif, and even the Korg Triton. Yes, the Triton was still hitting in 2005. These keyboard workstations answered every producer's needs. They didn't really need another keyboard synthesizer workstation. The Alesis Fusion was, kind of 2000 and late. Korg, Roland, and Yamaha had the keyboard lane on lock. There wasn't room for any more. You know, it's kind of like, you ever go to the laundromat and, you finish, washing your clothes, and you look and you see 4 dryers available, and as you're walking over to the 4 dryers, an old woman comes by, and she has a basket of clothes she just washed, and you're like, okay, I wonder which dryer she's gonna put her clothes in. So she puts a quarter of her clothes in one dryer, another quarter of her clothes in another dryer, another quarter of her clothes in the 3rd dryer, and the last quarter of the socks she puts in the 4th dryer. All of a sudden, you're like, hey, miss, what are you doing? You're taking all the dryers. And she's like, Sonny, how old are you? You're like, I'm 35. I was 35 years ago. Don't get your panties in a bunch, okay? I'll be done in 10 minutes. And then you see her starting the dryer, and the dryer minutes, it says it'll be done in 40 minutes. That's how much Korg, Roland, and Yamaha had the keyboard workstation lane on lock. When the Alesis Fusion released, it had some issues. And you gotta remember, this is 2005. YouTube just came on the scene. It wasn't the social media we know today, but there were forums where people was venting their discrepancies with the
My
Fusion.
God, look how old
when it
that
first
looks.
came out, the OS was kind of buggy. You know, they had some quirks in it, some sounds and some programming things were just not working the way it should be. And the Alesis Fusion, the sequencer, was a linear-based sequencer. You know, like from left to right. It wasn't a pattern-based sequencer like we're used to with other workstations. And some folks didn't like the design. It looked like a Boy Scout Swiss Army knife. You know, it just looked ugly. But you know what they say, never judge a book by its cover. Around 2006, Alesis delivered a couple of OS updates that really improved the Fusion's OS, which made it one of the more capable and credible keyboards at the time. It was very versatile as far as the synthesizer and the sampler in the unit. And it wasn't a bad price. It went for about $1,000 for the smaller 6 HD unit and about $1,200 for the bigger 8 HD unit. That wasn't too bad. So the workflow of the Alesis Fusion is pretty simple. You press the song button, you press create a new song, you choose whether or not you want it to be a synth track or an audio track. When you choose, press song again, then edit, then general, and then you're on the page where you can add all your parameters to the track. You can choose the loop start and end point, the tempo and all that stuff. Then you could press track in general and scroll down to the program field, choose your program, press record, and start playing whatever the heck you want to play. The sound of the Fusion is pretty cool. You can get a lot of cool rock riffs and, you know, some warm ambient 80s synth kind of sounds. You know what I'm saying? The Alesis Fusion today is regarded as one of those rare low-key gems when it comes to synthesizer workstations. You're getting a bang for your buck with 4 incredible synths in one unit. And the Alesis Fusion was very essential in the development of the Akai MPC 5000. The MPC 5000 synthesizer that everybody raves about, as far as the unit being like the only MPC with a dedicated synth, was because they pretty much used the virtual analog synthesizer from the Alesis Fusion. It's not exact to the T, but it's pretty much based on that model. And even the MPC 5000 being the only MPC at the time with 8-track hard disk recording was also borrowed from the Alesis Fusion. So the Alesis Fusion had a very important part in the further development of the Akai MPC line. So yeah, that's the Alesis Fusion. What had happened was... So this is your boy Direct, aka Native Shades, reminding you to go down low in the description.
Hey, this was good. This was a good video to check out as well too. You know, unfortunately, the Fusion didn't do as great, but it was definitely like a good, you know, way a segue to a lot of popular production tools as well too. So that's pretty cool to know about as well too. I mean, they tried their best to keep up with time, but it was just a little bit too late. But anyway, other than that though, we are definitely winding down as well too. I'm gonna look on here, see what is the next one, what is the last two. We're gonna be checking out as far as Direct Productions keyboard tools as well too, and make sure I didn't skip one as well too, because a couple almost skipped. Had to go back on. All right, wait, let me go back. So we did the Kurzweil, we did the Fismo, we did so that's not what happened was. All right, we got another one got one more from Roland, and Well, the final one. No, that's what wrong. The final one. Hold up, man. Ooh, I got a little piece, little glimpse of what he looked face wise. But the final one we going with had. Oh no, we got 2 more. No, we got no. I'm wrong. We got 4 more. We got 3 more after this. This one, the original of Akai and the original of Akai and one of the well-knowns of the Akai, which would be the final of the keyboard as well too. So other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. I guess he's looking at my phone, see what I'm looking at. Shout out to my little man right here. Say hey, Lynn. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.